Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to UNYIELDER. It is a boss rush looter shooter roguelite, which sounds really interesting to me. It feels like they're cutting out a lot of the fluff and just chucking you into, I think it's a bunch of fights. I think there's 40 different bosses in the game, and so I'm curious to see how that all works together. Because yeah, I've definitely had that experience in other roguelike shooters, kind of like Tower of Guns, but you had levels in between. And so I'm really curious if it's just bosses, how it's gonna feel. But hey, it should be fun, especially with the roguelite elements. I like meta progression when I'm getting my butt kicked. Being able to start over and start stronger is nice. So it's made by True World Studios and published by Shueisha. I have no idea if that's the correct pronunciation, but I apologize if it is. Anyway, they were kind enough to reach out and sponsor this video, and I guess as part of that, I should mention that UNYIELDER is out now today on Steam and Epic. So if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. So let's just dive right in and see how it goes. Act selection. I can jump ahead? That's different. At the bottom of the world, underneath an icy desolation, a pale fire burns beneath behemoths of concrete, casting frightening shadows on the walls. Prologue, tabula rasa. This place gives me the chills. The hell are all of these? Yeah, I shouldn't have this on auto if I'm reading it. Research from those who tread on this ground. Obviously. Ask him what kind of work went on here. Nothing that should concern you, Merc. Focus on your task. Of course you'd know how to do that, huh? Huh? Oh, okay. What the? That's not... It should not be moving. Well, it's goddamn moving. I ain't taking no chances, especially not with you. Stampede, keep your heads on a swivel. We got trouble. Browsing cock's gun. The deal don't matter no more. Our safety's gotta come first. Light. Jumping to conclusions. How unsightly. Door. Listen, when you said asset retrieval, you didn't think to mention the asset would be... Run. Hey, it's getting away. What is that? Stop there. Okay. Instant melee, F. Whoop. Okay, those sounds... Shift, dash, slide, jump. Alright, these are familiar. It's a lot of stuff, but it's nothing I can interact with or use at the moment. Okay, breach detected, purging. I guess we're going up here. Oh, slide is very good. I was expecting it to be kind of small. Oh, do we have a combo multiplier? I'm really bad with combo multipliers. Attacking, fire your weapon, fire modes. Aim down sights, easy enough. This is very zippy. Cavity. Alright, I don't know what the heck's going on. I like the style though. It's something I'm seeing out of a lot of like I'm gonna say like Japanese Indian AA is kind of this like eternal PS3 style. Obviously it's a little bit better than that. Or I broke it, which would be bad. Oh, it's not that I froze it, I just had to click on it. I'm a goofus. I'm just so used to clicking, but it must be one of those that I get a choice at a later date. Sound effects on this game are extremely punchy. I mean, the whole game is kind of loud, so I might actually just keep poking at the audio settings a smidge. I just know this is going to be a big shooty game, and I don't want to blast my ears out. I already have tinnitus, so... Hatchling. Unknown target detected. We're cleared to engage. Ecosystem counter hits. Bosses can be stunned if damaged at the right time when the flash indicator appears. Parry. Counter shift with melee to perform a parry. Counter hits spawn health and ammo. Okay, I think I've already lost all of my ammo. Oh, that's for sure the flash. There's the health and ammo that we need. How much health does this thing have? Oh, there's another hit? I see. Not stand directly in the midst of this thing, as that's going to mess me up. Oh, I see. So we're doing a Zawurdo, like, punch thing. I got it. I was trying to understand what the heck was going on the first time that happened. I'm having trouble with this whole flash. There we go. I think I got it. Not dead yet? Are you not dead yet, sir? Maybe we're not able to get much more parries off of him. Oh, he ain't dead yet. He's still pissed. Damn it, I'm at my limit. Mayday, mayday. Oh, so the pilot was in that. Okay, reinforcements incoming. Excuse me. How do I pick this up? Okay, looting. Boss chests contain perks. Can be stacked infinitely or lost on death. Inventory loadout. Close. Oh. ED interact. Melee attacks have a chance to set enemies on fire when they gain a decaying overshield when they step into the arena. Heavy ammo drop chance. Let's go for Agni just because parry. Grab that. Improved shield capacity. Item pickup range. Reload speed, cost, and mag capacity. Let's go for shield capacity. I seem to be getting kind of drubbed here anyway. This says reinforcement incoming. Is this just our boss arena or are we leaving? Seems like I'm just fighting here or something. Stampede ain't done with you. Oh, okay. Pilot 2. There we go. Yeah, so you have to get it right before the flash is done. Oops. Alright. Looks like we've got another counter. It seems like melee parries are kind of busted. In a very good way. Just have to watch my health, which I'm not doing. Ow. No revives left. Well, that's okay. They introduce themselves, the Abomination of Beauty. She watches as they prance around the fire, their cacophonous harmony. Perfect euphony to her ears. Ah, it's too fast. Also does not help that I've got dyslexia, so reading fast is, like, not my thing. It's awake. I saw it die. I died? Interesting. Name, do you have one? What's the last thing you remember? You. It remembers me. Probably you owe me a goddamn explanation. Your asset just killed my people. You said it would be safe. This changes things. I've been seeking you out. You're confused, but we need your help. Help from that thing? Given the change in circumstances, our arrangement will be extended. The Imperium will be able to make sense of this. We must return to Oaxaca. I trust that you understand. Can't be serious. After what it did, your stampedes engaged, and they reacted to the aggression. You do not forget about our deal. Working against me now will only place everyone in more peril. So, your arm. He grabs your hand and leans in for a closer look. Names are just what set us apart from beasts. Seems like someone already is giving you a mark. Pat. Pataphysical test type. Pat. Pat like Patty? You naming your pet? I like it. What, Patty? We can discuss matters along the way. Familiarize with your surroundings for now. Welcome to Erebus. Immediate boob statue. Hell yeah. Okay, so we have 0 MP left, so I can't do anything with that. So I guess I was kind of supposed to lose there. It's gonna throw me off doing all of this stuff in first-person view. Hello? You're interesting. Too bad you got the others freaked out, having trouble seeing out their own arse. But I know when I see it. Potential. Damage you cause is gonna be worth a whole while. Gonna be worth a whole while, kid. Thank you. Aha, pleasure. Name's Bose. Bose with a Z. Maybe Boss? Buzz? I'm sure I'll be seeing you around. Okay. And yeah, I do see like a combo meter, so maybe it is one of those that the longer you go without taking hit, the more question mark you get? Currency? Score? I don't know. I'm assured I'm going to be bad at this. Okay, so they don't want to talk to us. There's another door. Because we don't need more of that. And this is just the basic shooting range. Anything else out here? It's very dramatic music for the, like, hideout. What is this thing? Inventory and vault. Okay, nothing to do there. This guy looks cool. Can't do anything with him, though. You've returned. How are you feeling? I survived somehow. As you should. Few in Erebus rival your abilities, if at all. Erebus sounds rough. That's to be expected. After all, not much is recovered since the blackout that spread through Antarctica. This blackout. Those afflicted by the blackout became unwound, undone. Thus, Antarctica became a barren landscape with such minuscule population as inhabitants. Now only those with affiliations to factions survive these lands. Those without, at the mercy of Mer'Earth. What is this Mer'Earth that everyone speaks of? The original inhabitants who have long existed here, acting as a consistent looming threat. They capture humans for reasons unknown, and their technology dwarfs ours. But do not fret, for the right of inhabitancy does not belong to the past, instead with those who have earned that privilege. Who are those deserving of that privilege? A great and old warship remains along the coast of Erebus after the war, now inhabited by the Imperium, and I am their leader. Oh, you're important. Only as important as a leader is to their people. In the end, they're nothing without their followers. However, it is precisely this reason your assistance was sought after. For the pursuit of Imperium's future, you will understand my vision when the time comes. Okay. Not a lot of people here to lead, but alright. Back through the door? Interact. How's this our problem when you're the one who screwed up? Whatever the outcome, it will not affect your group. Oh yeah? It's all fine and dandy for you, because you get to bring a little new toy home to protect your little state. Pat, you're here. You should have gotten your bearings. I hope Skinner here has been cooperative. This is where we found you. Well, at least 100 kilometers below where we stand. The Stampedes had this base set up to explore the underground facility. Maze of death, more like. They called them basilicas. It seems like you have no recollection of how you came to be, but we can deal with that later. For now, just know that we're in an active war zone. We're fighting on two fronts, Skinner's old friends and the original inhabitants of this continent. We don't understand how, but it seems that machine recreates you when you're destroyed. If that's the case, you will have a massive advantage during this expedition. Let's start moving, the Stampedes will escort us. Mr. I am very important here, needs so much protection. Ugh. And you. It doesn't matter if you can keep coming back. If you try anything funny, anything at all, this barrel is going to be there for all of your waking moments. Okay, so we can do campaign mode or endless. Let's do campaign mode, see how it goes. Alright, I really like this kind of junkish aesthetic they're going for here. Alright, so we've got a Bastet. Looks like a boomstick or a long revolver. Reduce melee cooldown, drop chance, or melee sets enemies on fire. So it looks like the more of these we get, we might get like extra upgraded perks if we stack them, probably. Alright, am I fully loaded up? Looks like I am. Blockade. We've got Tenuli signatures, multiple Vulcans. It's a full convoy. They've got us surrounded. course it's them. Hey, Longface, how'd she find out? Given your history, it's unsurprising. Looks like a siege. We're not getting out of this one without some roughhousing. Think she's still mad at you, Skinner? She wants a tussle. Then we'll give it to her. I'm gonna make him regret. Pat, now's the time to put those combat abilities to use. There's nothing to fear. You're insured. Undying freak. Skinner, stage a breakout with Pat as your spearhead. We'll meet again at one of your outposts to resupply. Bossing us around. Faster we get out of here, the better. All elements, scramble and engage the Tenuli. Stay clear of the asset. You can just see them standing around. What a pose. Ooh, what a sword. I want that sword. Alright. Still, I mean, okay, so we can actually, okay, so select our path. So we can do cavity, tension, and war. Interesting. Let's do bridge this time. And see what I can do with it. Now, full expectation, I'm probably going to get wrecked here. Action combat system is very... And this one seems actually legitimately very fresh. Dredger, minor boss. It's like a weird motorcycle thing. So it doesn't seem like I have to use melee if I don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Okay, so the one issue is I need ammo. We have some back here that I can snag. And yeah, I don't have too many shots. Snag that. Okay, can't do anything about those. I wonder if my shields come back automatically. There we go. If I actually get some materials off of that, I do. Good. And we immediately take damage from it. Oh, because it's putting down these big red zones. Got him with another. Okay. I think I'm getting some of those a smidge better. Yes, you don't have to parry in melee. It's just good. But you very much do not have to. There we go. Pick up resources. I'd love to be able to boost my ammo capacity, frankly. I'll take it. And yeah, not boomstick, just long revolver. Where did they go? They're just kind of all over. Okay, they're on their last stand. Run around for a hot second. And I'm not seeing much for a pattern. It very much just seems like they're just chaos shooting. Damn it. They just teleported away? There they go. Alright, so what do we get? Bloody Tooth. Bunch of stuff. No perk? I mean, I'll take a different gun. Ah, it's a heavy weapon. Okay, so I can use multiple of these. Dang, I was hoping for some perks. Another gun is nice, but like a little bit more shields isn't a bad move. Or other things. Or maybe, who knows, maybe I'll get more of them here. Probably should have reloaded before I left. Oh well. Mission clear. Okay, style rank A. Boss Dredger, average del. Well, I actually did well. Got a lot of counters, no parries, but don't need them. Well, do we want to do Canyon? Let's do Canyon. And yeah, let's grab the Bloody Tooth and see how it goes. Surveyors, Major Boss. Looks like it's maybe a two-parter? Okay. We're not seeing the counterpoint here, which is a little unfortunate for me. Seems like it's an easier boss to hit. But maybe not a safe one to fight. And I'm pretty fresh out of ammo. Which is not great for me. Ow. Okay, and yeah, my shields come back slowly over time. But there are these little guys. Oh. Is that it? There we go. Yeah, so it's seemingly just spawning little gooners. Ow. Whoop. So not a whole lot of counters or parries on this one. Much more of a... Ooh. When they get up close and personal, there's very little I can do about it. I don't even know what's going on. Oh, I see. It's firing. Oh, okay. There we go. It was firing like artillery shots from afar. I wonder if I can slide under that. I'm gonna have to play around with this. Stay away from those. Take out the little soft targets. They're kind of in my way, unfortunately. Yeah, there's... I wish I could knock them out of that. Maybe you can. Oh, don't get hit by the laser. Yeah, it's when it does the jump up. That's when you can get the counter, but like Cripes pulling that off is tricky. Especially when you've got a long reload time like this one. At least it's pretty generous with its resource drops. Like as far as bosses go, I can kind of do this perpetually. I just don't think I'm going to get the best rating on this one. But maybe that's okay. Maybe I don't need it. I wish that was one of those that you could parry it when it hits you. Yeah, it kind of seems like no matter what, that one just gets you. Alright. Do or die time, I believe. Luckily, we've got plenty of ammo and equally large quantities. Oh, I'm not hitting him. There's just plenty of resources for me to pick up. I'm still getting A ranks on these. Okay, so we get Downpour. Survivor's Data Drive. Okay, here's a perk. Ammo capacity, melee cooldown, or pickup range. Let's just go for ammo capacity. I want more of those. Okay, so we've got 2 guns. Okay, so it seems like a drum barrel rifle. Yeah, it'll be fun to play with. No idea if it's good or not. I don't know what the style ranks give me, or is it just a rating of like, okay, I see. So this means gives you a gun, this means gives you a perk and a gun. Well, let's do here, because yeah, we want as many perks as we can get. The guns are nice, don't get me wrong. Oh, was it letting me like interact with them? No, I thought I saw like an interact option. Not much for exploration in this, very much just wander around. Oh. This is going to kind of sound weird. The aesthetic of this reminds me of that... what is it? I never played it, but it was that platinum, like, co-op Souls-like thing. That... Oh, hell yeah. Wow, I just instantly died. That was fast. Okay. Well, we got some stuff, at the very least. Did we? 0 MP left. What? You're interesting. Too bad the others... Okay. I was hoping I'd at least be able to buy a single upgrade, but yeah, that one boss just... toasted me in like 2 seconds flat. Let's see if there's any reason to talk to the other characters. Yeah, so they don't have anything to say. Alright. I think maybe it's one of those that I need to make it more than 2 bosses in. Okay, Interloper. Oh, so this is the more basic pistol. Increased health capacity. Yeah, let's go for that. That's only 20. But I'll take what I can get. Okay, so we could do war. Yeah. I don't necessarily know what the difference between like war and skirmish is, but perks are going to be how I win. New guns are nice, but I'm assuming most guns are kind of made fairly equally here. Unless there's like features and abilities that I'm missing. Okay, sweeper. Oh. Oh, not you. How the hell? Yeah, he summons this giant screw you storm, and I'm pretty much forced to just punch him and hope that I can get that parry window. There we go. I guess I should just be punching him while he's stunned. Damn. Okay. Well, on the plus side, if we could manage to get him out of the... Yeah, it's when he's doing that, you just die. Oh, that's interesting. I can actually do a... What? I think I got stuck on his legs. I don't know, that boss is, rough. Because, yeah, I think I went in to punch him and then I was hooked on his legs and couldn't get out. This is something I do run into as, like, a consistent issue with, like, high velocity first-person shooters. Less so on third. Well, get this again, which I think is better, maybe. Collecting shield pickups while shield is full, converted to overshield. Melee attacks have a chance to set things on fire. Let's just go for that. Let's just hope that boss doesn't show up again immediately. We're gonna have problems otherwise. But yeah, I have no spatial awareness of myself in one of these games. Doc's Grave, well, that's a new one. That I legitimately have the hardest time figuring out, like, where my feet are and if I'm colliding with something, because I think I can scoot out of there. But also that boss just did, like, an insane amount of damage. Not again! Well, repetition is going to teach me how to be good at fighting this guy. I think part of it is I've got to figure out how to get the counter shot. Interesting. I thought I got him with it. Yeah, he's not even part of the ow. Come on. Yeah, the problem is he keeps summoning the giant freaking tornado. And, good luck doing anything to him when he's in it. I'm not getting those counter hits. I'm fresh out of ammo. Yeah, so the tornado isn't necessarily the worst. Especially because I can just slide out of the way. Big problem is, yeah, I got stuck in a corner and him. And admittedly, I kept punching him. But, like, I'm trying to get that parry. I just don't know how. Because it said, like, hit him with the flash. And I was always, like, too slow, but it almost feels like you have to hit him before the flash triggers. To pull that one off. And it could be one of those that the parry window in some of these guys is, like, super dang tight. Let's go back to bridge. I'm wondering if the higher difficulty... Oh, yeah, it could be one of those that, the color of the stage matters. That red is extra hard. Because, yeah, it could be one of those that I'm not supposed to fight Sweeper yet. Damn. This is a legitimately rough environment to be in. Okay, got it. Gives us some amount of ammo. I think part of it is trying to get that parry window. Having the parry be the only way to get ammo back is slightly rough. Because boy, if you don't pull it off, you are hosed. You're stuck in melee when you really don't want to be. Oh, I've lost him. Let my shields come back. Grab a couple more of these. Yeah, probably better if I'm up here. There we go. That is a good parry. Yeah, you can kind of tell if they're about to preempt with the sniper shot. Yeah, the sniper shot is like the super obvious tell. Damn. Or it should be. There we go. Because yeah, right before it fires the sniper, that's when the flash is. Alright. And there generally isn't any more parries at this point. But maybe I'm wrong. Usually when they're in full chaos, shoot everything mode. Alright, so this should just give me a gun. Another interloper. Wait. Do I have just two of the same gun? I do. Wait. Dang. Player mastery, view skills, omnidirectional thrusters. I was kind of hoping I could combine them together or something. Some games let you do that for stat boosts. Okay, let's see what we can get. Cause, ooh, how are we even getting up here? Because we just kind of jump around. All right, it's kind of weird that you can find duplicates of the same gun. Oh, we got a S rank on that one, surprisingly. So, yeah, the problem is... Yeah, so red is harder. Yeah, the problem is this is just going to give me a yellow gun. Or not a yellow gun, it's just going to give me another gun. No perk. And if the perks are only obtainable through harder fights, we're in trouble. Maybe. I'll see what happens, but yeah, I'm going to try and keep to the easier difficulties for now. And cycle some minor bosses. I don't actually know, like, how far the runs can go, but I figure one of our big limitations here... Let's see. One of our big limitations at the moment. Let's see. It's kind of tricky. I have trouble getting the stun on this guy. Oh, there it is. What was with that counter window? Yeah, I don't know. Herring and me are not friends. Oh, he's in a weak point. Perfect. Yeah, Parrying and me are not friends because I can never figure out when the threshold is. What? You know, for some games it's easier. I want to say Bloodborne parrying was... Like, the timing on it was tricky, but you always knew. It was like during an attack windup. Here it's something to do with this flash, but I can never tell if it's before or after. Because it seems like it's kind of varies based on the boss. Oh, you know what? It might even be one of those that I got the parry there before the flash had even, like, ticked in. And maybe that's part of the issue. I will say, like, high credit on this gun. It seems pretty effective at getting the... very effective at getting the parry counters. Oh, here we go. Partly because it's got a decent ammo capacity. Wow. I am not hitting in the slightest. That's okay. A decent ammo capacity and can kind of plunk him for a while. Did take some damage on that one, which is not great. I'll get the shotgun. Anything else? Some cores? Okay, that might be something to actually use. Well, that's frank. Yeah, so the problem is I have no choice but to do one of these. Do Watchtower. I'll have to be the sweeper again. I'm like, I know I can beat them occasionally. It's just really the sweeper's the hard one because I can't get his weak point. Cancer. Major boss. Unfortunately, unlike the other boss, I think taking out his little goons doesn't seem to do much of anything. I'm gonna swap back to this one. There we go. Ow, ow, what? Not sure. And there was a tip for the counter, but it goes so freaking fast. It increases base health. The fact that I've been playing this for 40 minutes, I haven't even hit my first level, is wild to me. Like, do I have resources or anything? Because I picked up something that said core. Wait, hold up. Grappling fist? Didn't know I had a grappling fist. Unfortunately, so much of the tutorialization tends to... Do I have a grappling fist? I have no idea, actually. Maybe. Because yeah, if I check this menu, it says Q to do grappling fist. Maybe I need to have, like, an enemy I'm shooting. Well, I guess I'll do Canyon. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like I'm going to have to throw myself into the hard missions to get those perks, which is kind of what I need to be able to overcome things, which means that we're going to suffer and die a bunch. Okay. Hatchling again. At least I'm starting to get to the point where I kind of understand Hatchling's weak points. Also, Hatchling dies so fast. This is... I think this is just bullying. I don't know if I finished my reload on that, but that's okay. There we go. I think we've just lost him. Oh, I see. Because he's in his final stand mode. And you can actually counter stab him. I sure hope I'm not stuck in a wall. Okay, good. Well, that was easy. Let it not be said that I'm not learning somehow. I'm getting the muscle memory for this. Cripes. Look at all those resources. Unfortunately, the gun I found is the same gun that I already have. I wish I could, like, combine them together and get a, like, neat gun perk or something. It kind of implied it when I was, like, dragging this over with the green. And I was hoping it would, like, do something, but alas. Either that or I've, like, truly missed a crucial mechanic that I don't know about. Wouldn't be the first time I've played one of these games to have that happen. Depot. I think bridge wasn't as cool as I wanted it to be. Whoa! Yeah, the movement on this is extremely fun and so hard to pull off. Alright, I do have an alternate fire for some of these guns. Oh, but it's just aim down sights. Or is it? Where the hell did he go? Yeah, so I've got like an aim down sights move. I will also... didn't get it. Got it. Where did he go? There he is. Lost him again. Unfortunately, Hopper is kind of a nightmare. Can he shoot me through the environment? That doesn't feel right. There we go. Don't get stuck. What? Huh? Yeah, so it seems like every boss beaten is 50 experience. Oh boy. That means I have to kill what? Only 4 more bosses to level up once. Which will give me extra max health, which should be good. I'm really curious about what endless mode is going to give me. Let's do just purity and see what happens. Yeah, counter. A bright flash will and is gone. Let's see. Well, interloper again and a perk. Reload speed at the cost of mag capacity. The problem is I need... Well, do we need mag capacity? No. Let's try speed loaders. Because there's a difference... Wait, where's my gun? Oh, there it is. There's a difference between mag capacity and overall, like, ammo capacity. So I have, like, 1 less bullet in the chamber, but that's it. Derelict. Well, this looks slightly different. Conan, minor boss. Okay. We got some variety here. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to keep chipping away at it. We know we can make some progress. We just are having a real hard time getting there. I think part of it, the problem is, like, you can get cornered for a second and die before you even know what's going on. I mean, I think so much of it just boils down to knowing when each knowing each boss's like potential kill patterns, you know, where they can corner you and just delete you from existence. I do find that to be a little frustrating, but I'm sure with enough meta progression upgrades, this will get much, much easier. Okay, surveyors. I can work with surveyors. You're an easy major boss comparatively, maybe. Because each of these little minion goons that he summons is a resource drop for me. So even if you are kind of a tough bugger, and have, like, next to no visible weak points, or weak point flashes, counter flashes, it doesn't matter. I'm noticing the enemies have trouble with this ramp, that they will actually warp to the top of it. There we go. I think he didn't like that. Once again, them being stuck underneath this ramp is actually, like, near fatal for him. Ow, ow, oof. Like, I like the level design for it. I'm gonna need you to summon some of your minions, please. Wait, there was one? There is one. Thank you. It seems like this guy is kind of beam at what? Oh, he warps downstairs again. I think the game's having a little bit of difficulty figuring out, yeah, is he above or below? He'll end up in, like, either of the situations. Give me more of your little goon minions. Oh, I'm completely depleted on ammo. Let's fix that. Alright, we're good. Here, another one of the goon minions. I just want to take them out. Because the resources do disappear over time, but not that fast. And also, they're constantly shooting at me. I think I've kind of just skunked this guy into a corner. Given him, like, no quarter. Which is mostly fine. Ow, ow. Oh, there's another one. There he is. But we're doing mostly okay. Lost him again. Okay, so I actually gotta remember that this location is kind of awesome, except for if I'm fighting the one dude. One feature I would love to see is, like, an accessibility option is just a, like, outline for where the boss is. Just kind of a general awareness of, like, hey, it's on the other side of this wall, or it's above you. Because I definitely noticed some of these bosses move so fast, I instantly lose track of them. Especially with those big attacks. Alright, we're right at the end. Unfortunately, he's kind of a tough sucker. And so his final stand is definitively slower. Maybe? I don't know. It feels like they died pretty fast during it. Okay, good. I was a little worried about that. Increase move speed, shield capacity. I'm going to go for the shield capacity. Bumps it up by 5. Oof. And we get more surveyor data, which I don't know what that's for. I'm also noticing in the bottom corner it says Torment 1, which implies that this is the easiest difficulty. This game is kicking my ass! I feel like this is one of those games that there's a certain cohort of people that are going to go absolutely bananas for, and then there's a lot of people that are going to be like, oh gosh, this is way too much, and bounce off of it. I think that's interesting. I mean, I don't know, the difficulty conversation's been kind of raging back and forth. Who am I fighting? I wish I could... God damn it, it's Sweeper. Yeah, Sweeper's the terror. Okay, so we're just going to use Old Faithful. So the problem is, Sweeper is the last boss that you want to fight here. as the giant FU storm yeah, I'm fresh out of everything. Like, I wish I could destroy these little containers or something, but yeah, there's literally nothing I can do. I don't know where his weak point is. Alright, there it is. I guess it's right before he starts doing a launch move. Yeah, so right before that one is when you get to get him in a big way. Fortunately, I don't think this is worth it. Yeah, it's that move. That's when his weakness to counter is. And died. Dang. We get exactly one boss in and then Sweeper shows up and kills me. I really wish I could actually see which boss I'm picking rather than the region. 2 more and we can level up once. The problem is I have low confidence that I'm going to be able to beat Sweeper. Once again, without being able to get ammo any other way, without hitting a parry or a counter, you really need to figure out exactly when those parry and counters are, but in the thick of things, it's really difficult to figure it out. Reduces knockback on player by a little bit. Guess I'll go movement speed. Weird that this is the best gun in the game, at least so far. It doesn't do as much damage as the other ones, but it is just super reliable. Alright, back to the bridge, maybe. But yeah, not being able to get ammo any other way is actually kind of killer here, because as soon as you've run out of ammo in this game, you are trapped and probably dead. I know that's kind of supposed to be the point. It punishes you for lack of skill. Well, I will just... there's going to be one of these runs where I kill the Sweeper, and then I win because there's literally no... Oh, did I touch... Touching those things also does a shit ton of damage to you. That explains a lot. I got in there for the counter hit and paid for it and did not get much for it. Well, it's fine. But yeah, so for that guy, he has at least one common, like, weak point that I can aim for. I guess I'm gonna just go for reduced melee cooldown. Let's see, what was it going to say? Skirmish, tension. I mean, if none of them are going to give me a perk, it's not worth going for any of the other ones. And getting another gun may be helpful. I think the problem is because you're pulling from 2 different ammo pools. It is only if you get a heavy weapon is it actually worth it, kind of. It feels tacky, but it almost feels like the best thing you can do with this guy is just punch him. Yeah, it kind of works. But yeah, so for bosses like the Sweeper who don't have the clearest counterpoints, and it's a much, I swear it's a much thinner window. No, we shouldn't be there for a second. We lost a lot of health. And so I like the kind of pseudo glory kill system here. I think it makes a lot of sense from a, like, how to get resources back. I just wish it wasn't ammunition or that light ammo never ran out. And it was more just like heavy ammo or special ammo or something like that. Gunfire Reborn is probably a very good example of this, where You have one gun that you always have access to that has unlimited ammo. It's not very good, but hey, if you've run out, you can get more. I'll also say this game stinges maybe a little too hard in terms of, like... stinges a little bit too hard in terms of perks. Progression systems are really fun and interesting to play around with, but if you'll barely give players, like, anything at all, there's no real progression. You just end up kind of static and running around with, like, the same 3 weapons forever. And that goes for, like, both mid-run and meta progression. Like, we're getting there, and I'm sure as soon as I master the game, it becomes a cakewalk. It's just that mastery hump is brutal. Well, at least we got a heavy weapon. I actually do like this heavy weapon, I think. The other thing I should be messing around with is some of these at least have special... extra perks. Oh, I can overload it. That's interesting. And it looked like it was going slower, so it might be one of those where you can overfeed the dang thing and carry around more heavy ammo than normal. Oh, Dustgrave. Sweeper again? We will see. Like, I could do some orange missions, but more guns doesn't really help me. You know, okay, the variety is nice. Oh no, surveyors. Hey, I can work with these guys. I do actually have to try here. He's not going to get completely skunked by the bridge, but it also means it's going to be easier to shoot him. Okay. That heavy weapon does a ton? Uh-oh. Pop these guys. And my health is doing fine. My ammunition is good. Yeah, this is the one major boss that I know for a fact I can beat without question. Okay. Didn't kill the little guy, and now I've lost him, damn it. Whoop. Except for that can kill me. That is something I need to slightly concern myself with. And he's doing the big beam attack. There we go. Okay, so here's the real question. Can I keep going past 15? Yeah, it seems like there's no limitation on how much heavy ammo you can pack into this thing. It's just really slow. Oh, I tried sliding. Didn't take. Not sure why. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked with its, like, jump there, that I've never managed to pull off a counter on it. In fact, I actually don't think I've ever managed to counter this guy. Maybe I'm just always reloading. There we go. It's easy enough to get that one. I'm going to do the really silly thing. Keep loading this gun. You may ask, why? What is the purpose of this? It's because if I run into another boss, I want to be able to just unload on them with the goofy gun. And it seems like I can just keep loading it. And this guy's just going to feed me. I'm sure there's diminishing returns to the point where it's super not worth it. Oh yeah, this is agonizing. I'll stop torturing us. This is funny. Yeah, I kind of wish the parry on this one was actually more of like a melee parry. As soon as something's about to hit you, you switch to the... you can like rebuff them or something. I think that would make a fair bit of this easier. And I'm just gonna take these guys out because they're not currently a threat. Where is he? There he is. I mean, works out. Alright, back to piling ammo into this thing. So we get more Surveyor stuff. We get another one of these. I'm confused as to why. Shield capacity, mag capacity, the cost of reload speed. This is very silly. But I mean, why not, right? Whatever we fight next, if it's going to be a red boss, I'm going to want to be able to just fire this gun super heavily into it and hopefully delete it from existence quickly. That's not going to be how this goes. But a guy can hope. Some say Wander is still reloading to this day. It seems like, I think after the 10 or 15 mark, no, it does feel like it's still slowing down. S rank, despite all of that. Depot or Bridge? Go Depot. The problem with Bridge is if we're not fighting Surveyor again, that means it's almost assuredly going to be Sweeper. And Sweeper is terrifying. And Bridge makes it so much harder. Because he can be below you summoning those tornadoes. In retrospect, Depot is a terrible idea. It has even less space. Maybe. I think if the tornado wasn't as big, or if it didn't home in, or if he manually had to be in it. I don't know what he's doing, and it hurts. I think this is him doing like a rage AoE, but like, how the hell do you stay out of that? Like, he just hugged me to death, and what do you do? Please tell me we got it. Yes, I have 1 MP. I can increase my base health by a little bit. So let's see what else we have. So reduced dash cooldown. That's kind of good. Okay, it looks like leveling doesn't scale that fast. So dash cooldown reduced. Perk drops now include tier 2 perks. That's probably huge. Base shields. There's the grappling fist. I was wondering about that. More base health. There's a lot of upgrades for base health. Number of weapons you can hold in your loadout. Dash cooldown, tier 3 perks. Okay. Yeah, increased melee damage, increased base shields, holding capacity of light ammo. Grappling a target, damage received by the players transferred to the target. Tier 4 perks, tier 5 perks. Gatling beatdown damage increases greatly for each successful execution in a single fight. Can stack infinitely. Resets at the end of every fight. I think this is part of it, is that... Oh, Gatling base kit. Oh, right, there's like 4 other characters we haven't even found yet. I don't even know how to swap them around. Because we were the pretender Gatling, but there is other characters. We just haven't... we haven't won enough for it to matter. Because, yeah, there's 4 other playable characters I can play around with. Like, I'm gonna pull up the talking points, seeing as we're here, just because, I actually have 0 confidence I'm gonna make it much further than this. I keep getting wrecked by the sweeper, and, it's unfortunate, because I think we've seen, what? 8 bosses so far, give or take. And, yeah, there's a weapon mod system with multi-tiered perk progression. So yeah, 30 weapons, 90 perks. Yeah, well, the expanded weapon mod system transforms every gun into a force to be reckoned with. Explosive combinations push the game's systems. Like, it feels like I've missed something here, but I think the real answer is just I need to get past a certain tier to be able to unlock it. That right now these characters won't talk to me until I've gotten further in the game, but because there's a couple of bosses that I'm just like completely ill-equipped for defeating, there's layers of things that I just don't have access to. You have vault, inventory. It seems like I'm supposed to be messing around with items or equipment somehow. Pat, what's your impression of Erebus so far? Lots of rough terrain around here. It is what nature intends when left unattended. Some may see it as a sign of the land's healing. However, these lands can be cultivated, harnessed, if one was capable. Yet others would rather fight over archaic concepts of glory or vengeance instead of growth and capital. They would make a mockery of the lives of their soldiers sent to fight such meaningless wars. Are you referring to Tenuli? Tenuli, what a poorly self-governed state. We have achieved so little despite having more than us. What Erebus needs is a united front that will stand against the Mareth? Mareth? Yet Tenuli, in their closed-mindedness, refuses to partake in such a simple alliance for the greater good. Regardless, Imperium will preserve. And ultimately, so will Erebus. So is their faction called Imperium? It probably is. I don't know. It's interesting to run into one of these games that is equal parts so cool and yet so completely inaccessible to me. I don't want to say that I'm like a particularly amazing gamer, but I generally think I can rise to the occasion when I need to. But every once in a while there's a game that comes out and just punches me in the face so totally that there's, oh yeah, here's all the different bosses, I guess. Oh, and these are lore for them. So we're Sweeper. I was really hoping there would be a, oh yeah, you can just see everything here. Yeah, all of the different characters, maybe. Oh, so we're not Rain. I know Rain's on the main menu. Or are we Rain? No, maybe we are Rain. Yeah, first meeting, Act 1, Tabula Rasa. Whereas I think these other characters, we haven't run into them yet. And so we can't use them. Is there anything else here that I've possibly missed? I feel like I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel just trying to figure out, like, did I mess something up or am I just objectively terrible at this game? Because we have the meta progression, but that seems to be it. Alright, well, yeah. Oh, here's the other characters. So we have Strider, Scourge, Thumper, Gatling, Sovereign. Oh, wait, can we just play as Sovereign? Oh. Okay. No. It's some kind of like... She must switch dimensions or something. So now we can take a look at the different characters, players, and oh no, player mastery resets for each. So roll in a direction with iframe, slows down time for set duration when used. I mean, that's probably actually quite good. What is Strider? I wish this menu would actually tell me. Player skills. Player mastery, Strider? What? Okay. Confusing. Thumper. Afterburners. So we've got big arms. Reflects projectiles and explosions, negating damage. Reflected attack counts as melee, allowing for long distance parries. Oh. Okay. So I think maybe the problem is I've been playing the wrong character this entire time. Let's give it a shot, because Gatling has big punch, but beyond that, eh. But this character being able to punch... Okay. Reduce melee cooldown. We for sure need that. Being able to punch a projectile out of the sky... Oh, nope. I should make sure I'm loaded up. Or does this character have abysmal ammo capacity? Oh no. I guess let's go into this and just see how it goes. Yeah, so it seems like I've got 3 stamina bars and I can just like turbo fire myself long distances, which is kind of neat. Okay, it's Cancer again, who I did well against for a little while. Yeah, I got a punch. But yeah, unless I can hit the boss with these, it's kind of meaningless. Dang. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I tried playing as some of these other characters, just to give them a shot. I can see Firebrand maybe doing the trick. I tried playing the shield reflection guy, Thumper. But for whatever reason, every time I was trying to like reflect projectiles back, it would do like 100 damage and no stun. And so I ran out of ammo and then could reload. So I'm not entirely sure what that was about. Increased ammo capacity, shield capacity. Both of these are extremely good. Kind of. Or at least extremely necessary for me to do well. Yeah, it seems like different characters also have different potential ammo capacities. Maybe. No, this character seems to have everything. So... Dual War. So this character's main strength is... Oh yeah, what is our melee? Pocket Ocelot. Backup Ocelot. Fire shot from backup Ocelot that does melee damage. Oh. That's... This character might actually be strong? We will see. Alright, Surveyors again. But I think there's some amount of this that is just like, player knowledge is crucial, understanding and mastery. And where are they? Oh, there they are. Oh, maybe you can see them from a distance. Unfortunately, I don't really have a good way of doing tons of damage. Or, sorry, the melee is not particularly strong. It does like 30 damage. I think it's there mostly as a means of like stunning enemies. And that's it. I do want to see what this character's like knockdown move is. Shoot him with the Pocket Ocelot, apparently. Unfortunately, I'm inside the boss now, which is not great. Grab some more resources. Yeah, luckily you get stuck in the air on this map. Like the positioning can't quite handle what's going on. I'm also noticing there's a sky missile there for some reason. Damn. I was gonna try and like do a slick roll. Okay, yeah, still don't have my Q ability, don't have anything else. Yeah, the main benefit of this character is they've got their dash specifically is supposed to give them iframes. So I can see that being very good against anybody other than the... Oh, we did get a counter for once. That's rare. And now I'm stuck inside the boss. That's never a good place to be. That is very much how you insta-die. There we go. Yeah, there's so many, like, cool ideas and execution here. I just feel like I'm either woefully underprepared for it or this is extremely tuned for only the strongest players. And, that if you're not set up to handle that kind of challenge, or you don't have the patience for it, or the focus, or the practice, this is going to be a very rough experience. One that I can see becomes extremely rewarding over time, you know, as you put some more time into it. Though it does feel like some of these things could also be addressed with, like, a little bit of a balance patch. Namely, I'm thinking just, like, a couple better weak points, parry windows on attacks, or even some accessibility options where you can go in and say, like, hey, I need my, my parry windows to be, you know, 50% larger. And I do wonder about some of the bosses, like the, I mean, like this guy. But then also Sweeper having slightly unclear counter windows that some of them are much earlier, some of them are much later. And so I've definitely got the mastery for beating this guy, but I would say this one's easy because you get so many resources, it's almost impossible to lose. I guess I'm getting a couple of the counters here. Which feels new. Oh, I wonder if it's easier if I shoot that. Fire rate at the cost of weapon control, mag capacity, or just more ammo capacity. Seems like there might be special perks if you keep going more. Also curious about what Surveyor's data drives are for. Like, I might be missing something with these that I can actually spend them on or use them somewhere. Not a clue. Seems like they disappear between runs. Well, this is probably going to be Sweeper. Let's try an orange, actually. Because that might be a new thing. Because I think right now I'm in, like, Region 1 and there's only so many bosses. And I either have to kill them all or I have to kill a certain amount. So yeah, let's see what an orange boss looks like if it's, like, a weird mid-grade. Nope, it's just Dredger again. Okay. Maybe it's, like, a harder version of Dredger. And yeah, it seems like some of these flashes, when it's starting to do the, like, spin, it doesn't seem like that gives me a counter window, but maybe a parry window? It's unclear. I think that's the problem I run into with parrying in general, is that especially in the thick of, like, a high-speed action game, the feedback system for, like, did I pull off a parry or not, is entirely lost. Because I don't have the time or the focus to realize, was that too early, was that too late? And so I really appreciate that this has become this thing. You know, it's such a high skill cap, and so experienced players are going to go bananas for being able to control a boss in any way, shape, or form. Let's see. There's a game called Grime that I really enjoyed a while back. And specifically one part of it that I loved was how much you could spec into parrying, but towards the... I tell this story every time I'm trying to give parrying as an example. But like, that was one of the few games that I actively put effort into mastering parrying. Or we're dead. Okay. But as the game went on, they reduced the parry windows and eventually almost completely got rid of them. So like, the first couple bosses, every attack was parryable. By the end of the game, maybe 1 in 10, 1 in 20 attacks were parryable. And the devs had said, yeah, we had to do this because parrying was too strong. That you couldn't parry bosses effectively, or somebody that could parry bosses effectively could more or less make it so that they were never ever a challenge. And so we had to stop that, so we reduced the parrying. And maybe they've gone back and rebalanced this in some way, shape, or form. But I've always kind of stuck with that one, where it's like, parry systems are such a knife's edge. You either have to be able to parry everything so a skilled player can just turn the game into a joke, or you have to be able to only be... You have to make it so only certain attacks are parryable, but in a more like obvious way. And so it's just kind of like exploiting a single weak point. And so I think this kind of runs the knife's edge and gets cut by it a little, where you need that parry system, but it is so limited both in what abilities you can parry and the window and the feedback system for whether or not you get that parry off. That it can feel a little frustrating from a player's perspective. But I assume once you know exactly everything's parry window, you don't even shoot your gun for DPS. You just shoot them once right before the parry, stun them, and then go in for Gatling punches or something like that. And then you just keep wrecking them over and over again. And so I think this is one of those games that, yeah, if you're willing to sit down and learn all of those windows and really master the systems, you're going to have a riot. But me as a casual player, oh gosh, I got my face handed to me a bunch. Mostly. I mean, I definitely had some good runs there where I did take out a lot of things. It's just usually I get swamped by Sweeper or stunlocked or DPS'd into a corner. I almost wish this had the Hades accessibility setting, where the more you die, the more like damage resist you get. Or another one where it actually makes it so that the closer you are to death, the less damage you take. Because I did feel like there was some moments where I would just go like from 100% down to 0 just because I got hit by a bunch of layered abilities. That's where stuff like micro iframes, just so you only take like 1 tick of damage every 0.1 seconds, 0.5 seconds every second, something like that. It keeps you from getting burnt down super hard. You know, stuff like that can work in. Or, yeah, once again, scaling damage resist. So if you've taken a lot of damage in a short period of time, it kind of wards off some of those. And maybe this isn't one of those games. You know, this is very much designed to be as unfriendly as possible, so that you really have that feeling of pride and accomplishment when you finally manage to beat it. Whoop. And so I can see it going either way. But I think for now, at least, I will be stopping here because my face hurts from being handed to me so much. So for now, I guess, where is that? Oh, here it is. It straight up is a kebab, right? Yeah, it's the kitchen. Okay. I was like, that is a kebab. I'm not imagining things. I'm really curious about Sovereign with the Crown of Thorns giant sword. Unfortunately, for some reason, yeah, some of these don't tell you what the shields do. Yeah, so it seems like Sovereign might start with a sword. I wish I knew what the F did, because it might be a full parry, might be a better window. I don't know. Either way, might as well mention once again that UNYIELDER, as I yield, is available on Steam. Yeah. Steam and Epic right now, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's a hard time, but again, if you can master it, oh, you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Probably. But before I go, I should say a very quick thank you to True World Studios and Shueisha for reaching out and sponsoring this video. And say that, I guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.